All right, welcome back to the Millwall View. This weekend, the Lions are off to meet the Tigers, and we're going to review the whole game here with George. And we're also going to review the Preston game and talk about Esse potentially joining Hull as well. George, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you? Okay.
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, also going to talk to you about Obafemi as well and Tanganga and the signings this month. Let's review the Preston game first of all, then, shall we? Fair result.
Fair result, I would agree. Yeah. I think it's sort of the pattern of the way the game goes, the rhythm of the game. It sort of sums up our season where we start really well, we look confident, trying to build out the back. We might nick a goal, and then out of nothing, we'll sort of gift the opposition a way back into the game or a goal. We'll gift them a goal, and then we'll sort of just crumble after that. We'll lose all confidence playing out of the back. We'll start giving away easy passes, easy opportunities, and that was sort of really the rhythm of the game. I thought second half, I think we had a lot more of the ball than them. We looked more threatening, but we never really looked like we was going to score. So I think in the end, a 1-1 draw, as predicted, of course, was fair.
You were absolutely spot on last week. Let's see if you can get. I'm going to put whatever you choose this week. I'm going to put money on it and see if you can make me money. All right, then transfer news. Then, so since we last spoke, then Obafemi has come in. Happy with that? You got to be happy with that, yeah, from Burnley.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Obafemi, yeah. I mean, online from Burnley, he's obviously had an ACL injury not too long ago, so he was out for a long period of time. And since Burnley have been in the Premier League, he's not obviously featured as much as he probably would have liked to. So he's come on loan to us with the opportunity to play for 6 months and obviously impress his parent club, Burnley, who, if they stay up or not, he's obviously got that opportunity to get into their team for next season. So, yeah, no, a good signing. I thought he came off the bench on Saturday and looked lively. He's obviously not 100% fit yet, but I think with games that will come.
The thing you've spoke about on this channel before, George, is how well linked Joe Edwards is going to be to young England stars, and I think that's already come to pass, hasn't it? With Tanganga, who's come through the Spurs academy, has played England from the under-16 level right the way through to under-21s, and now is a Millwall player on loan. You see more of those kind of signings happening as under Joe Edwards' watch.
Yeah, no, I think Joe Edwards has obviously got the connections through working with England, working with Chelsea and Everton. And I think the 2 signings he's brought in so far have been positive. I think Tanganga's got 50 appearances in the Premier League for Tottenham, played in the Champions League. Obafemi's obviously scored goals at the Championship level before and has played in the Premier League before for both Southampton and Burnley. So I think more, if he can use his connections more and we can, build a squad with better quality players who can obviously suit the system he's trying to play. I think that there's positives there, and there's certainly a way forward. I see us maybe bringing in one more addition before the transfer window ends. I still think we need a winger because we lack sort of pace and quality really in the wide department. So potentially another loan from the Premier League to play on the wing, hopefully.
Okay. Speaking of a Hull fan, then Will, and let's get the Hull's view on this game. Good evening, Will. You okay?
Yeah, not too bad.
Tell the Millwall fans listening what sort of shape Hull are in at the moment, injury-wise, and what sort of game they can expect at the KC.
Well, obviously, for injury-wise, we've obviously, after the Norwich game, you had Aaron Connolly's out for a fair bit after that nice knee to the chest and arm. Then you've got Jaden Philogene back in a couple of weeks, I think. But we do have good replacements in our transfers. So they're going to come up against the usual rough and tumble Hull side when they come to the MKM. So it's one of them. But again, obviously, they've got a loan guy from us, Ryan Longman. So he won't be able to play for them. So we'll see how well they do without him.
Yeah, and how's Longman done for you, George?
Sort of hot and cold, really hit and miss. I think he can be useful in a way because he's got a step over in the locker and he's got a good delivery of the football, can take set pieces. But he's only scored the 1 goal, and that was on his debut against Rotherham. Great goal, but he's not scored since. So he's not the type to put numbers on the board for you. I prefer him more in that sort of wing back area where he can sort of run from deep take on his man and get balls in the box. And defensively, he's not atrocious either, let's just say. But I'd personally be very surprised if Millwall was to sign him permanently in the summer. I don't think he's what we need all the time.
He was a good servant for us at our end. He did well for us, came down. He just sometimes a bit greedy with the ball when he's like, I can score. And instead of passing it, he'll try and shoot and you hit side netting. So he's one of them. But yeah, it's like we got him from Brighton. He was a bright, ironically, was a bright player for us at the beginning, so it's quite nice. But we're linked to one of your players as well. Is it Romain Esse, I think it is?
Romain Esse, yeah.
So that'll be an interesting one if we can catch that one before the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be highly surprised. I mean, I'll be shocked and extremely disappointed if we sell it, because Romain Esse is a homegrown talent from the area, come through the academy, has already made appearances for England under 18s, England under 19s. And I think the fan base are really excited for what the future can bring for him, because he's clearly got talent. He's still at a very young age, so he's still got a few more years maybe to develop. And if by the age of 2021, he could be a serious player. But I think these rumours around him were always going to come, because when you've got young players, who are obviously clearly talented, you're going to get bigger clubs who are financially got more money than us, who are going to come in and try to take our best talent, aren't they? That's just the way football goes.
We had Bowen get take off from us, and then Keane Lewis Potter as well. But ironically, I've just read on X, we're getting Keane Lewis Potter. Supposedly, we're getting Keane Lewis Potter back. So that'll be an interesting one.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So go on.
No, it's fine. I was going to get you your predictions, if that's okay, for this game then. Lots of connections between the clubs. George, can you kick us off your trip to Hull?
I think it will be a 1-1 draw. I think it will be a tight game. Two teams which might just cancel each other out, really. Two teams who play very similar styles of football. We're obviously in a transition period where we've gone from one style to another, where Hull are a little bit more advanced to us. And to be honest with you, I think it's a long trip up there. I think we're taking maybe 500, 600 fans, which for a club like us isn't terrible, I don't think. So I think a lot of the fan base would come away from it. And if we can see a positive performance on top of maybe a point on the road, I don't think that's a bad result for us.
Okay, nice one. Thank you, George. Will?
I think we'll keep them at bay, and we'll probably concede the goal like we normally do. I think it'll be like a 2-1 win for us, because we do need the points back on the board, because we've not had a fantastic run of games at the moment. So we do need a few more points to get and solidify in the top 6 at least.
Okay. Listen, fellas, thanks so much for joining us. Enjoy the game. Millwall travelling to Hull this weekend. Drop your comments below and drop a subscribe if you're a Millwall fan as well. And give George some love for his fantastic work on this channel. Thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy the game.
Nice one. Thank you.